Hi, parents. It's Robbin McMahon here. I'm a parenting expert, and among the topics that I talk about related to parenting, one of the most important topics that I share about is online safety. And in this video, we are talking about a phenomenon that's happening that is targeting teenage boys that is really serious. I wanted to record this video to talk about sextortion because at this time of the year, you may be giving your child a phone, a tablet, or a gaming console, which really gives them connection to the outside world and therefore predators. Unfortunately, our devices are a portal for predators to access our kids, and we need to teach them that these bad guys are out there, and we need to teach them what to look for and what to do to stay safe. On Tuesday, December 20th, the FBI and the US Justice Department issued a public safety alert about the alarming increases in sextortion cases. And primarily, it's teenage boys that are being targeted. And this is alarming because there has already been over 3,000 cases reported this year alone. And the reason why this is so important to talk about is because it is resulting in harm and suicide among children who are being victimized. In this video, I'm going to share with you what sextortion is, how to talk to your kids about it, and what you can do to protect them. My ask is that you share this video with every single parent that you know so you can help them keep their kids safe. In the description below, you're going to find lots of resources. One of them is a collection of podcast episodes of Parenting Our Future, my show, that has brilliant guests from the online world and the online space talking about how to keep your kids safe. So please have a look at that. And also go to the Parent Toolbox, www.parent-toolbox.com, to download resources from these guests. These are important resources that will just make it easier for you to understand that online world and keep your kids safe. This is the time that we can bring this conversation back up again if your kids already have devices, and especially if you're giving them new devices or new access over the holidays. You definitely want to have this conversation before you allow them access and free reign over the internet, over chat apps, or in their gaming systems. So sextortion can happen on any app, any site, and any gaming platform, anywhere where people are coming together from all over to communicate. And it can start out really innocently with someone wanting to approach your child for friendship, or it could be for a romantic relationship. They could also start by sharing an illicit picture with your child, where they often use child pornography. What happens is that they gain your child's trust and expect an exchange of a picture from your child. When your child sends them an inappropriate picture, that's when the perpetrator starts to victimize the child in a greater way. This is where they start to threaten them by exposing their picture. They extort money from them. They may also threaten violence. And our children are not equipped to know what to do with this. And they feel like they have done something bad and wrong, and often don't want to tell their parents or a trusted adult to get help. They are so confused and feel deep shame, regret, embarrassment, and they don't want to ask for help. Unfortunately, the only way that this ends is when we tell the authorities or when they tell an adult. And often children, to get out of this situation, are ending their own lives. And that is what we need to stop. So we need to give them the tools, the information to know that they are victims of a crime, that they have done nothing wrong, that these people are very, very skilled at what they do. And their job is to make these kids trust them so that they will exchange these photos. This is their job, and they're very good at it. And it is not your child's fault. And we want to be there as a strong pillar of support and safety and a safe place for our kids to be. So we help them through this, that we're not there to shame them any further, to punish them, to embarrass them. We are just there to help them, to protect them, and to be there by their side to get them through this. To To prevent this from happening, there are things that we can do. And that starts with a conversation with our kids. And please know this can happen to any child. In fact, there is no one profile that is more attractive to these predators than another child. It can be anyone. It can be your child. It can be my child. That's what makes this so scary. And these people are so good at what they do. They may be offering modeling contracts. They may be offering money for photos. Whatever it takes to get these pictures from our kids is what they will do. They will stop at nothing to get these pictures. Sometimes they even say they already have pictures of your child when they don't. Now, depending on the age of your child, you want to talk to them about this. And if your child is on the younger side, a really great rule of thumb is to say that we don't ever share any pictures or show any part of our body where our bathing suit cover up. That's a really good way to describe it to a younger child. Now, in terms of your parenting, you may need to put some boundaries in place about the access to the internet, how much they have, what apps they have, what times they're allowed access to the internet, and even not allowing them to have their devices behind closed doors. In fact, they should never be behind closed doors. Above all else, you want to send the message to your kids that in no uncertain terms, they can always come to you no matter what, that you are a safe place for them, that you are always on their team, on their side, you are their trusted ally, that they are safe with you, and nothing they can tell you is going to make you love them any less, is going to scare you, is going to make you turn away from them and not help them. Nothing they can do is that big. In the description below, you'll see that I have some discussion starters that are from the FBI site. Also from the FBI, they say to keep in mind these 6 points. Number 1 is to be selective about what you share online. Your social media accounts are open to everyone. You have to be really careful about the information that you put in there and what you do share online. Number 2 is to be wary of any encounter you have online with somebody you don't know. If strangers are trying to reach you, block them, ignore them, do not engage with them. Number 3 is to remember that people online can pretend to be anyone or anything. And videos and photos are not proof that they are who they say they are. Oftentimes, photos are altered, or these predators have taken over other people's social media accounts. In fact, my own social media account on Instagram was duped as well. And that was a really scary thing for me to think that somebody was out there trying to be me. Number 4 is to be suspicious of anyone that asks you who you've met on a certain app or a certain site when they ask you to move to a different app or site to talk. Be very suspicious of that and do not go to that other platform to converse with them. Number 5 is to know that every piece of content you create online can be there forever. Whether it's a text message, whether it's a photo or video, it can be made public and actually nothing really ever disappears. So make sure whatever you're sharing, whatever you're saying, that you look at it through the lens of, what would I do if this was made public? What would I do if this was shared to the person that I'm talking about? Make sure that you are very, very careful. And number 6 is for you to reiterate to your kids that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay. Adults need help. We don't know all the things, and we don't expect you to either. If you get caught, don't worry, we've got you. It's okay to ask for help. And there is nothing to be embarrassed about. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You have been victimized. These people are criminals. And if you don't have a strong relationship with your kids, if you are in those teenage years and your kids aren't as close to you, is there another trusted adult that they can reach out to? Can it be extended family? Can it be a teacher or a coach? Make sure you have people in your circle that your child can reach out to if they don't feel comfortable talking to you. So to further help you, on the screen, you will see links for the United States, for where to go and who to call if your child is caught up in a sextortion scam. Here are the sites and where to go if you're in Canada. And if you're not in North America, then please do look up your local police or local organizations that deal with this issue. Help is out there. The authorities are aware of this increasing explosion of scams and schemes to hurt our children, and they're on top of it. What we need to do to stop it is to report it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do share this with anyone you know needs to hear this message as well. And don't forget that I have access to special resources for you in the Parent Toolbox. You'll see that there is a special file that has a bunch of downloads for you to download to help you keep your kids safe online, as well as other people that I recommend you follow so you can be up to date with the right information at your fingertips. Thanks again for watching. I'm wishing you the happiest of holidays. I wish you and your children safety online and in the world. And please, please do talk to your kids about this. Thank you so much for watching.